What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Mark. A long time no see. How you been? That's good. That's good. So, I wanted to throw an update just to let you guys know a little bit about my life, put a little post out there because I haven't been seeing a whole lot of this when I've been searching it on YouTube. A couple here and there. But, uh, but, uh, so a little bit about me for those who don't know or, whatever. I work in technology. I have to think about how much I can disclose. I work in technology. I have a bachelor's in networking from DeVry, the few, the proud, the DeVry. And the DeVry path, their networking path at the time was using the Cisco curriculum. So it was, they beat it in your head. You'll go out, do this degree path that we have, and you'll get your CCNA, and then you can go out and make all this money. So, word up, that's what I did. I gave it the best foot forward that I could do. I was working full time at Ericsson, 410s during the weekend, and I was also going to school full time, plus sustain relationships that I had, friendships, and blossom a beautiful relationship with a woman that is currently my wife. So it was, and not to mention, so still healing from the scars of a previous divorce. Not to mention my daughter, she was, goodness, she was like 13. So, anyway, I had a lot going on. So, yeah, graduated. Long story short, I gotta make this quick. Jeez, 4:39. Okay. So, long story short, set up this interview, and this interview at Optiv. They do network security. Got ruined in the interview. The people doing the interviewing, they had my same degree, except they had they had like several CCNAs apiece. I think one of them may or may not have had their CCNP, and they knew just from that I wasn't going to work out, and they let me know I had a lot to work on, and I need to do this, I need to do that. Check back with us when you're better. I was really hard on myself, beat myself up really, really bad. It was very humbling to know that I knew nothing and about real networking or what it took to be a network engineer, a real one. So I went and pulled myself by the bootstraps, got as much material as I could, started really drilling into the Cisco curriculum again, and getting ready to take my CCENT. So, long story short, I took my CCENT, failed it on the first shot, studied my butt off for it. At least I thought I did. Studied harder than I had studied for anything at the time. And then took it again, passed it. What a victory that was. Got my first certification, got my CCENT. Now I got a CCENT, I got my bachelor's degree. Word up, we're going places. Got a job at a really hardcore help desk position. We got our butts kicked, got a lot of crazy stuff handed to us. I learned so much in a year that just trumped my 3 years of education. Like, yeah. Anyway, went for my CCNA, first shot, failed, of course. Didn't nearly know enough to even validate me being there. I think I got like a 73. And then got a different job, large corporation in the federal space. This time, took it again, second time, studied really hard, gave it 3 months, cranked out really hard, missed it again. This time I had an excuse. They had revised it to the newest version, August 27, or somewhere around there. Maybe it was 2016. Anyway, they revised it, so they changed it up slightly. Beat myself up really, 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 really bad about it. Was so hard on myself. Didn't even want to come back to work. Anyway, yeah, to show my face. Who's this loser? Can't even pass easy CCNA exam. Passed it on my third shot after hitting the books again. So, excuse me one second. So, yeah, got my CCNA. So now I had a pretty good job. Got my CCNA, had my bachelor's. It was still like a year out until I got my review again. So I really wanted to make sure for this review. And my job it is easy. At least for me, it just felt very easy. I just felt like I wasn't being challenged at all. I really can't tell you what I do, but it's just in the federal space. It's technical. So anyway, so got my CCNA. Was like, word, I need to get my CCNA Security because I'm in the space. The CCNA Security validates you to be in there if you want to get higher level access and yada yada yada. Which, by the way, is you get the same clearance for your CompTIA Security Plus. And people were like, yeah, it's here. I got my Security Plus. I can't believe you failed that Cisco security exam. It's like practically the same thing. Ugh. I'll let you guys talk about that amongst yourselves. CCNA Security versus CompTIA Security. Security. Go. Anyway, failed my CCNA Security. That was 2.5 weeks ago. Failed it. Of course I failed it. Never going to pass the Cisco exam on my first shot. So I failed it. I got a 822. You need an 860 out of 1,000. 860 points out of 1,000 to pass. That's a solid. They want it like a solid, just a little over a solid B. They want to make sure. I got a. You need an 860 out of 1,000. I got an 822. That's an 82.2 out of 100. Ugh. But it was bittersweet. I knew I was like right there. I was like, oh my God. Had it been anything else at life, that would have been a pass and a pat on the back. But nope, it's a kick in the nuts from Cisco. But it's like, hey, you're almost there. Pay another $300 and take the exam. Touch up on this stuff that we tell you to touch up on the bottom. So that's what I did. This time I didn't beat myself up about it. Maybe just a little bit. Just a little bit. But was at it 2 days later. Went right back at it. Got a new source. Covered the stuff. Oh, Pearson View. Pearson View. The CCNA Security course there. Really good. You need to check that one out. There's another one that's out there. It's by Skillsoft. It's a little outdated, even though it says 210 by 260. They don't cover the next generation firewalls nearly as good as the Pearson View model of that course does. So the instructors are really, really good. Omar, his dialect is a little thick at times, but it's got really great content. Go through that. So if you could get that course plus another source and just go through them both, do some labs. You really need to get into an ASDM somehow. I was able to set mine up via GNS3 with a YouTube video from David Bombay, David something. He's really, really good. He just speaks a little slow, but his motivational videos are great. Need to check him out. If you're in the Cisco networking path and you're getting your butt kicked, watch his videos. They're so great. Especially just watch the inspirational videos. They just pull at your heart. Anyway, I took my exam today. And I was going through it, and I was like, man, I know this one. What is this one? Long story short, I just barely passed my exam. I passed it. Barely. Barely as you can be. As barely the bare minimal that you can be, and I beat myself up so hard. I'm talking, I studied Oh my God, so hard compared to the CCNA. Way harder than that one I studied, as in contrast as far as how hard I studied. You get it. So anyway, I studied really, really, really hard. Plus, I got barely, and then I studied, cranked it down really hard for 2 weeks. Took it like 2 weeks later, and got a 860 out of a 8. Wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that's a fail. Where is it? 860. You can't see it. It's a crappy camera. Sorry, it says 860, and then out of 860 and pass. Oh my goodness. So that's it. I did it. I now have 2 CCNAs. And my degree. And my experience. And a 1080 Ti. So I did that. I did that today. That's what I did today. I went and got my CCNA Security. It's doable. You can do it. Get the sources that you need. If you're in a relationship, find them to tell them, have a heart-to-heart with them, and have them back you. There's this guy, I can't remember his course. It's not even a course. It's inspirational. It's Jorge something or other. Look him up. It's Cisco. I can't remember. It's not by Cisco, but he talks a lot of Cisco stuff. It's inspirational. It's good. His accent is also very thick, but his is funny. He cusses a lot. I like people who cuss. So anyway, I did it. You can do it. Get your significant other, if you have one, to back you on it. They need to support you. My wife, we have 2 babies, 2 little babies, and they all backed me, and the babies were like, yeah, Dad. But it was tough on them. It was tough on her because I was away. It's like I'm at war with myself. So, I did it. You can do it too. Oh man, you can do it. You really can. So now, I need to think about. I'm gonna probably change a career. I'm gonna go chase the 6 figures. I can get it because they want a bachelor's degree. They don't need it, but they would really like to have a bachelor's degree. So I got it, and now I need a. They would like to have. They want a CCNA. If you could have a CCNA, a second CCNA or CCNP, one day. So anyway, I got 2 CCNAs. One is CCNA Security. I currently work in security. I'm in the federal space. I got my clearance. I got it all. So now I'm going to go chase that 6 figures. And I'll let you know how it works out. I'm very optimistic. I should get close, maybe a little short of it. Hopefully a little, a little something. I'll let you know how it goes. So it's been a hell of a journey. And I stumbled and I fell a lot. When you stumble and you fall, you need to pick yourself back up. Or if you're going to sulk, then get your sulk on. And freaking, if you're going to drink, then drink. If you're going to smoke, then smoke. If you're just going to knock it out in the gym forever, then do that. If you're going to stuff your face, then do that. But after you're done, get back up and hit it again. Do whatever it takes. Just go out there and hit it again. And you'll get it. Watch other videos. You can do it. I did it. And I'm not very smart. So now I get to play my video games again. I got my 1080 Ti. I got triple monitors, MSI, optics, mag. Just came out 27 last Christmas. Haven't even been get to play on them too much. 144 hertz. Oh, they're so amazing. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Just thought I would share in the wonderful victory I had today. Oh, it took a lot to not to keep my composure when I saw that. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. Oh, you just do the face grab and you're like, oh my God, I did it. You freaking. It's surreal. I don't know what to do with it now. I get to go into work and not have to tell people I'm a freaking loser. I did it. And management now is all like, oh shit. Yep, and they need to be. Because I just validated my worth. Double. I came with 0 CCNAs. I now have 2. Plus some other stuff, which I'm not allowed to talk about. But let's just go to say, my worth is validated. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Thanks for listening to me. Stay strong. If you're going out for your Cisco, whatever it is, do it, man. Just put it in. Get that money. Get that knowledge. God bless. Good night.